It's part of your research. You should know what you're doing. If he asks for a scalpel, you should know where it is, and you should know how to put it in his hand. You should know how to put on those terrible rubber gloves. It's an art, but you really need to know how to do that. You should know how to cleanse and how to help the doctor do that. Yes, because this is what you're doing, this is what you've been trained for, and therefore it's a part of your acting chore, your task to do it. And and you build up this amazing respect for the real people whom you're portraying, because what they do for little, if any, wages is pretty terrific. And I think that probably led me into, really loving this character, what she stood for and what she did, and all those nurses in that period. These women volunteered to be where they were. None of them were drafted. Women had a very small role in the military at that point in time and during that war. And what they did was phenomenal. They were phenomenal heroes, these women. Korea, you find out in your research, is the coldest place on Earth, the entire globe, during the winter. More soldiers died from frostbite than they did from the war. And in the summer, it is the hottest spot on Earth, and a lot of soldiers died from snake bite. So you had not only the war to contend with, you had these conditions. And they would write things for Houlihan that told us about these women. She runs into Harry Morgan standing in the shower, and he has given an order to evacuate the nurses. And she's outraged. This is what she's there for. She doesn't want to be moved. And her girls. And she goes in to see him, and she begins with, "Colonel, I have to see you." And he says, "One more step and you will." Anyway, I had this extraordinary speech that they wrote about her passion. And she's explaining to him, "This is what I do. This is who I am. You can't send me away now. Now's when you need me, and now's when I need to be here to show you what I can do. And my girls are with me. They're not going anywhere. We need to stay here." And I remember it was, "Colonel, you must let me serve." She was just a beautiful, beautiful character. And funny, she said, "You have to understand something about me. I was born to do this. When I was growing up, I thought a civilian was just some officer waiting for his uniform to come back from the cleaners." So she's saying, all I knew was this, and you're sending me away from it? But the writing was just spectacular.